Welcome back to D&D, everyone. So, last week, you had attempted an ambush. Didn't quite do a great job of hiding. Um, so your ambush failed, but you were able
Not
to.
from birds.
The person's familiar was able to successfully spot you, but you were able to still win the fight, killing the majority of the people there. With a few of them either escaping or being let go, you're able to recover some money. Find out that they were hired to recover the black metal box you were escorting, and leaving you basically at midday in a section of road with, I believe it is 6 bodies.
We went through the bodies, I think, already, right?
You had already stripped them of like gear and money.
Is
Yeah,
that
we
on
should probably
our?
do something with the bodies.
Yeah, we can line them up and give them a quick burial.
Yeah, let's do that.
We'll probably want to take a breather to recover our HP anyway. We got a little mauled.
Definitely. I got nothing left.
I think we
got
probably
no
want to take
gas.
a long rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take a long
So-
rest.
I feel that for roleplay reasons, while we take a long rest, Piffle is compelled to try to open the box.
Oh dear.
Okay. Yeah,
I
that
thought,
makes
I
sense.
thought
actually.
we couldn't
Yeah.
find like
How
an
the fuck do
opening
we
to the
have this
box.
box that I'm not trying to
No,
open?
we couldn't. But he can take the time to try.
True, do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, fitful. So it is a black metal box. It is, in essence, like each side is the same amount of space. Doesn't appear to be any opening. It is matte black, rough to the touch, as if it's kind of just not been worked in a very like good fashion. I want to say like it hasn't like the nobody spent time polishing or anything. It's just a rough black metal box made of like wrought iron. But
Are there
This-
like seams where it was welded together?
Hang on. Is this we're gonna take a long rest after this, right?
I mean, it could.
No, I'm asking like the group.
Yeah,
I would like to.
We might want to like get to somewhere instead of just camping right in the middle of the road / battlefield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I do detect magic on the box to help Fiffle to see if there's any magic on it?
You do your detect magic, and yeah, it's nice glowing blue.
It's definitely magical.
So does the blue tell me anything like what kind of school of magic this is?
Let me just take a look at detect magic because I know it does tell you in some fashion of what it does. Yeah. So let's see here. Oh, not detect good and evil, silly. Detect magic. You learn a school of magic, if any. You can't determine the school of magic from what it is.
Ooh,
It's possibly transmutation, maybe summoning.
I'm assuming to open this, you might need to spell magic.
Um,
I don't have that.
and you definitely are unable to see anything within the box itself.
Nobody has like a lead box or anything, right?
I think that's what this might be.
Maybe
With that Shadowfell box.
can Luciana summon
Like
a
conjure?
box?
I was just thinking it might be a good idea to encase the box with something that will defy magical attempts to find it.
You're gonna put the box in a box.
Put the box in a box.
The case of the very nice case.
The case of the locks of the very nice box.
I mean, I'm willing to. It's just a
this
matter
item
of
fits in packaging. It shows what's
whether Ian would say that I've seen specifically a lead box. Just because I have to have seen the object that I want to summon.
I mean, you probably would have seen one like on your like hunt for tools.
Okay.
Let me check
Then
something
yeah, we can totally summon a
quickly.
lead box.
I'm just curious as to see if it is in fact going to be actually.
Radiation magic, same thing, right?
Minor conjuration.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. It's just a difference in time period.
Yeah.
3 feet to a side, so yes, it would be bigger, or just a bit
Yeah.
bigger than the box you're holding. Because 3 feet to a side is, pretty big.
Wait, how big is this box?
It is. It's about a foot on each side, let's say. So it's
Oh,
not
Yeah,
huge.
3 feet would be fucking massive.
Yeah.
huge.
So, like,
It's still,
So-
foot box. That's
So a
pretty
big
big.
box, yeah. It's a foot on each side, yeah.
3
Can
times
I
3 times 3
try-
would be
3.
27
Seven.
cubic feet.
Feet. That's
Feet.
it's basically like a chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
Um,
I try a thieves' tools or a sleight of hand to see if I can like find a hidden catch, or
Yeah.
is the magic just gonna thwart me?
Just do it like do an investigation on it.
Okay.
It hasn't popped up on my side yet.
I'm clicking.
Oh, I'm sorry. I heard the roll, and I thought like
Somebody click something. Here's
Can
an
can I guidance him?
there we are.
But
He already
Gary
rolled.
did it.
Looking at the box, you don't see anything. Like, you don't see any weld marks. This box looks like, if it weren't for the fact that, you can lift it up and move it around, you would think that maybe this box was actually just a single solid piece of metal. For the fact that there's no weld marks, there doesn't look to be any tool marks on it at all. Investigating, you don't see any keyholes or seams or anything like that. It's just a nice box. And in fact, the only reason you know which way to, like, which is the open, like, which is the top and which is the bottom, is on the bottom are 4 tiny little, like, legs that it would rest on.
Okay.
Can we just throw this off a high place and it'll break open?
Yeah, can we try like crow techniques?
Bugs Bunny coconut or
Guys, my Acme pack came in.
I can just imagine somebody seeing, like, Fiffle, like, putting this box on a rock and getting another rock to bash it with. But yeah, that's what you see from your investigation.
Okay.
we
Piffle-
sent off
Piffle grows
Kaito
frustrated and curses at the box.
and our lineman.
Insults it.
Right?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Parentage.
We sent off Kaito and our lineman to regroup later, right?
Leo is by himself with the wagon. Kaido is currently with you.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, Jeremy, what were you saying?
Oh,
You were
Piffle curses at the box and insults its parentage.
the box appears to be unmoved.
Whatever.
This guy's good.
Stone faced.
Blacks don't give a fuck about you, Jeremy.
We're gonna play good latch, bad latch.
All right, good enough. I tried.
Well, speaking of Leo, he comes out of the woods.
Leo Johnson?
Hey, I saw a tall dude run to the woods past maybe like 40 feet. I'm assuming we're okay? We're not
Yeah, we'll let him
dead?
go.
We ain't dead yet, but we ought to make sure it stays that way. Best time to ambush somebody is right after they've been ambushed.
He looks around at all the bodies. Yes.
We're good. We did what we were hired for.
Yeah, we did tell you we've done this sort of thing before, didn't we?
True. Well, let's get while the getting's good.
Reckon I can get with that. You know, someplace we could lay up and lick our wounds.
Along this route, I don't normally travel this route, but we could find another ranger station or trail warden station, or maybe look for a cave or some like section of trees or something. But I think from here to Drindir, it's gonna be 2 days of nothing.
I reckon we camp, find someplace secure, camp it, and then get going, whatever the hour.
Well, I don't want to
Perhaps we
be.
can travel a bit, but obscure which way we've gone from here, so that we're not followed from this pile of bodies.
He looks towards one section of the road down to the other section of the road. They might be able to figure that out where we're going.
I don't know how, but they might.
Suppose this road goes in only 2 directions.
I mean, there's a few spots where it splits off, head into a village. Maybe we could like go down one of those.
Are there any villages closer, or
Around here, nah, it's mostly like small camps. Maybe like tiny villages of like a family who do woodworking and go into town to trade, but you're not going to find like a tavern or anything nearby. Um, Most
Honestly, more
people just do the Drindir Talva run.
Mm. The more people around, the better for us. Probably.
Well, I think the gentleman he looks around. Well, they picked a good spot to fight. Just maybe underestimated you.
Mm. Reckon we ought to clean up the mess on the trail real quick before we go. Don't want to leave these for nobody.
Well, I don't have a shovel.
Well, I do. And
What about fire? Offers Piffle.
can't fill
Or
a hole
ice.
with fire unless you use a lot of fire, and we ain't got that kind of time.
You,
You,
got time
you
to
mean
make
for the
holes?
box? Do you mean for the box?
No, I mean for the bodies.
Oh,
Cremation we could do. I was thinking more untrapping some of the traps we made. Wouldn't want a tree to fall and clobber some poor sucker, right?
Oh, that should be simple enough.
So Graham will kind of heave himself back to his feet from wherever we're resting and start tending to that.
Okay. So to disarm these trees, you probably just gonna have to push them into the road and then move them.
Yep, that's what he's gonna do.
So go ahead and make an athletics check.
I will make an athletics.
Okay. Graham is able to push down one of the trees into the road. You just bam, as it like slams into the middle.
Or we could leave these trees laying in the road. Slow down anybody who might follow us.
I reckon they'd just go around. It wouldn't stall them that long.
True.
while they're messing with the trees, Lucian wants to try some magic on the box. Who's got the box?
Piffle.
Pifil, can I see the box? I want to try some temperature changes and see if it reacts in any way.
I left it in the wagon.
Yes. Let me go get this box and just, shoot some cantrips near it to change the temperature, see if it reacts.
Okay.
As the wagon goes up in flames.
Memory shape.
No. Put the box on the floor and like a cantrip right into
no,
the
that,
floor
no, that was
next
out
to
of
it.
character, but it was just funny. It's like, as the wagon goes up in flames.
With the paintings.
No.
The paintings.
No.
I was also going to say it'd be funny as hell is if this whole box thing is just a false flag to distract us while they take the paintings again.
Oh my god, stop it. It's just a pedestal of like nothing. Oh no, it is magic. Yeah, no, I want to like place it on the floor and then maybe like shoot some cantrips near it.
Okay.
Like very close to it to try to change the temperature a little bit and see if it reacts in any
So
way.
you take the box out of the wagon, put it on the ground, away from the wagon.
Yes.
Where?
yes.
Okay. Go ahead and do. Well, what cantrip are you using?
I want to try hot and cold to see if it reacts in any way. So firebolt and ray of frost.
Okay. It's not moving, but just go ahead and make a ranged spell attack against it just to see if you hit it. What are you starting with?
Well,
Firebolt?
I don't want to hit it. I guess I kind of want to like
Okay, so
put the box down and then maybe put my hand right over it, so like residual heat or residual cold might affect it in some way.
all right. So
He wants to shoot a rock with a phaser so that it radiates.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
That help?
I would say being next to like the thing, it's not attacking because it's ground / rock. So yeah, okay. So you hit with a firebolt and create an area that is warm, and that is next to this box.
Yes.
Okay. Box doesn't do anything.
Okay. Try the same experiment with ray of frost.
Nope. Box doesn't move, do anything, change in any way, shape, or form.
Take my mage hand and knock 3 times on it.
It remains still.
Who's there?
I suggest you ray of frost it and then fireball it, and then knock on it.
Okay.
It's taking me
Give up.
back to my work week. I was doing temperature testing on samples.
I don't know. Maybe it was something easy. All right.
Pickle's just trolling.
I kick the dirt and just fucking put it back in the wagon.
The box, as you pick it up, remains a steady temperature. It has not become any hotter or colder despite your experiments.
Interesting.
Mm.
My God, it's like
We're gonna use it as a shield.
an insulated thermos. Drinks in
It's a Yeti
Got
butt.
coffee inside.
It's like
This
we
little
could
bento box.
You know, I put that coffee in there 2,000 years ago. Still hot. It's that double wall.
That
Yeah.
might come in handy. All right, I'm sorry. You guys can finish up with the trees.
That's fine.
And
The
the
box
bodies.
remains unboxed.
Open my unboxing episode.
So you have disarmed one tree, although it still remains in the middle of the road.
Graham will push them all down first and then worry about rolling them out.
Okay, just do 2 more athletics, just because I'm amused by it.
Eh.
Nope. Graham probably strained a muscle pushing against that first tree. The other tree is just like, not falling.
Can I like see if I can do it for him?
Yeah, Otto, go ahead and roll athletics to see if you can, like... Working together, I would say you're able to push the tree down. Like, you're both a little tired from the fight, but you're able to eventually push it onto the road.
All right, and then last one. I'll roll with advantage if he's helping me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're able to push the third tree down.
And now we start clearing the road.
I know, I'm surprised nobody went to Chungus for help. What is Chungus doing, actually, considering he got a little damage during that fight?
It's just relaxing.
Uh-oh.
Chung's just chilling,
Chungus just chilling.
resting, relaxing. He doesn't give a shit about anybody. They all abandoned him to die in the last fight.
Aw, that's not true.
Poor Chungus. Alright, so currently you have 3 trees in the middle of the road.
So Graham will start working on pushing them off to the side.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics. You're able to push one. You're able to get the trunk off the road, but the top of it, with like the branches and leaves, are still within the road.
Dang it. Graham's just kind of muttering to himself, don't want to have to take the axe to this. Tries again.
With that, you're able to roll it off the road. Although you whack yourself with a branch a couple of times. It just bashes against the armor, but doesn't really do much.
You take 1 point of damage.
100 points of magical damage.
Again? Goddamn fucking nom trees. Alright. 1 down.
Okay.
Ooh, there we
Yep.
go.
Graham, this tree is... There's less branches sticking out at odd angles, so it is, in fact, just more or less round, and you're able to just kind of push and roll it out of the way.
Okay, and
And third tree as well. So, currently there are 3 trees pushed off to the side of the road, having been chopped down. The amount of time this would take would be about an hour in terms of like pushing it, rolling it over the course. So each one takes about 15, 20 minutes, you would think.
okay. After he's done, Graham, kind of huffing and puffing a little, sits back down to catch his breath.
As everyone has just watched this.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Bibble's just sitting on a stump, smoking his pipe.
Salted pork.
Fiffle has learned well from Jackson. So at this point, it'd be about 2 p.m.
2 p.m. Yeah, I might have to shit soon. I had a lot of gluten yesterday.
Oh
My
no.
God.
Oh, I thought that was Chungus speaking.
I mean, it
Oh,
could
it's
be in
just real life,
character.
Mike.
That's it, the source of his barbarian rage is he's gluten free and he's mad about it.
Oh, trust me, gluten is so delicious, and I often just eat
Crave
it.
it.
No, I just eat it.
It's like my friends with really bad lactose intolerance. They're like, I know what I'm doing. I'm
Right,
making
that's
my
it.
choice.
Is that how
it's just
Chungus
like
gets?
if I have to choose between the suffering of not eating gluten or the suffering of taking some disgusting shits, I think I'll
My
take the
God,
shits.
is that just how Chungus gets into his rage? He's just like gluten's in everything.
Yeah, basically.
Do you know how
expensive
expensive this flour is?
Listen, I would never role play a character that was gluten free. Okay, I'm not that much of a masochist. Okay.
All right. So 2 p.m. The crows have begun to gather on the corpses.
When he catches his breath again during the thing, Graham will also start trying to get the bodies either off the road or dig a grave or something.
Okay.
Or dig their graves.
Peanut.
Well, you have 6 corpses.
All right. Let's see. Do I have anything special for doing shit like this? Probably not. I mean, I've got the kit to do it, but there's no dig graves spell. Unless you get like shape earth.
Yeah, you could.
So Graham is going to start grave digging.
All right. This is going to be an athletics. I won't make you do it for one for each body, but like you're able to get maybe like 2 feet in, enough to fit in like a couple of bodies, but it's definitely going to be a shallow grave.
Chungus will help dig a grave.
Okay, Chungus, go ahead, roll athletics.
Thank you, Chungus. You can tell Graham's flagging. The tough farm boy routine does not hold up to combat, then chores, then more chores.
Chungus just takes your shovel and just like digs a nice deep grave that would fit all 6 bodies over the course of another hour. I know in reality. Actually, digging a grave is kind of rough. This would be like 3 hours of work, but eventually Chungus is able to get like a nice grave, stuff all the bodies in, and dig and cover it up.
Graham continues to help, even if he's flagging.
As they are able, some of the bodies are a little charred via divine magic, but for the most part, they're all good. As good as
everybody goes crazy.
As good as a body that, for a lot of them, have been cleaved in half can be.
Closed casket kind of situation.
So about this,
kick them all into a mass grave and cover the dirt situation.
Let's go to Hooters.
It is approximately 5 p.m. now. I don't remember if you sold the little orb of time. It would be
No.
leaning towards evening.
No, I still have it.
Keep that thing.
But you are able to. You're both Graham and Chungus are a bit tired and sweaty after that excursion, but they succeeded in their task without spending too much time on it.
Thank you, Chungus.
Welcome, sir.
What's the matter?
Nothing. I need a nap.
Can I roll an insight on Chungus?
Go ahead, roll insight. And if Chungus would like
There's
to lie,
nothing
he can
going
roll.
on in Chungus's. There's nothing going on in Chungus's mind.
Other than maybe he needs a nap.
There's
Yeah,
nothing
he's very
going on.
stupid.
Chungus is maybe a little upset that about how that fight went.
Oh yeah, he is.
I'm sorry, Chungus.
It's okay. I'll have my revenge.
Yeah.
In some way.
Like, just the final session of the game, the final battle, he just fucking doles us out.
Yeah, Chungus just like chops you all in half. No.
It'd just be like, I told you I was gonna have my revenge in like perfect English. He's like,
He's had an
I'm not as
intelligence
stupid.
score
I'm not as stupid as you think I
time.
was.
I'm not your monkey.
Nah, Chungus, you ain't. What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm a little shook up is all, having almost died 4 times in the last fight.
Well, I'm grateful for your help in that fight.
Oh, well, thank you.
You got
Frank.
beat up so bad, a lot of us who probably couldn't
That's very,
didn't
it's
get
very
it.
sweet of you, man. Thank you.
Can we make it up to you when we get back to town?
I would like some cherry pie.
I think we could get you a cherry pie, Chungus. Kind of puts a hand on his shoulder and pats him.
Okay, Paul. I'm not your dad, Chungus.
My question is,
Graham will let that go. He's like, no, this is okay. We can get into that later if we need to.
Man.
my question is, Fiffle, do you feel anything when you see like Graham stealing Chungus away from you?
That
Oh,
Fiffle's just like, I'm glad Chungus is making new friends.
yeah.
yeah, it's great. I love it.
Leo has been letting the horses get some water and chew some grass. Do you think that box there is gonna like explode or anything and kill us all?
Kill us all, maybe. Explode, probably not.
Oh, I don't know if that's better or worse.
I mean, 6 trail wardens are dead because of this box, and those fellers were armed for bear.
Well,
So obviously,
six...
we don't want to hold this thing longer than we have to, but I ain't about to leave it.
All right then. Well, I guess 6 of them are dead, so maybe it works out in the end.
That's what it means to be a party member. Their man rolls a 19, your man rolls a 20.
Well, let's just wag it up, and we'll get a little bit away from here. I could hopefully get another couple miles down the road, and then we'll camp, and hopefully be in Drindir by tomorrow. Actually, if we really push, we could be at Drindir by tomorrow afternoon, maybe. But we'd have to go throughout the whole night. If I don't know if you guys want to necessarily go and do that.
Pretty sure we'll die if we do that.
I'm exhausted. I need to rest.
Chungus
All right,
needs a nap.
We'll get our rest in, and then we'll get going. I'm all right with a march to the finish if it means less time out here. Remember, everyone keep your eyes open.
Well, let's just keep going. Everyone wants to move at a good pace, right? And I mean, at least one of them's still out there, I saw. I don't know if he's got any more friends.
Well, I reckon he's smart enough to know not to try, but you never know, is the thing. And if there's more than one party interested in this box, they might see the conflict, as it were, and decide that's their window.
We'll just go down the road a bit, and then maybe get an early start.
I think
Bet
that's
we can
best.
get. We get about 9 miles down the road if we leave now, before it gets too dark.
Great, let's do that.
So he
It's a microphone.
gets back on the wagon. Well, everybody but one person can ride. So who's the walker?
If
Well,
y'all
I'll
don't mind,
walk.
I'd actually like to take a breather this time. He's been walking alongside the thing the whole time.
Then he prepped the traps, disarmed the traps, moved them away, tried to dig a grave. And
Tried
this
to
is
give
after.
Chungus a pep talk.
Chungus shouldn't have to walk.
Nah, Chungus is good people.
I know, listen, of course he is, but Chungus can definitely walk. He's by far the most athletic.
Leo just points to Kaido. He's like, you're a quiet fellow. I don't think you'll disagree with me if I suggest walking.
I mean,
I
would mean-
never disagree with that.
he missed every attack, so
That's true. Kaido didn't do so hot during that fight, although he did like.
that's his punishment. He walks.
It's a cool little chainsaw.
So with that, takes off. So after about 3 hours, you've managed to walk about 9 miles. It is definitely dark at this point. 8 p.m. in early autumn, you are very much. Actually, be about mid-autumn at this point, so you're very much looking at a shorter day. Leo finds a area off to the side of the road. It's just a small clearing. If you were to set up camp, you'd only be about maybe 50 feet from the road.
Well, it's better than nothing. I reckon we go for it.
All right. Well, I'll get a fire going, and then we'll be able to do shifts, I guess. So
Certainly.
he gets. Can somebody go look for some firewood?
Graham looks back in the direction of all the trees 9 miles ago that he could have taken perfectly good firewood from. God damn it.
All right.
All right. Hang on.
So whoever's looking for firewood, go ahead, roll survival.
I'll help look for firewood.
Whew.
Yeah.
Fiffle, go ahead.
Ah,
All right. Between the two of you, yeah, you're able to get enough
Wood.
firewood. Yeah, you both come back with like arms full of like dry tree limbs. You think enough
Fizzle
to
finds
actually,
you a bunch of like really good small kindling.
yeah. Between the two of you, you think enough to last a whole 8 hours.
Nice. Let's rest up. And if y'all don't mind, I'd like to get a little bit of shut eye.
So yeah,
Graham's gonna
just-
sleep
I'll
like
take the first watch.
All right, who would like to go with Fiffle?
I'll go.
Fizzle volunteers readily and then looks kind of confused, like what just came out of my mouth.
What am I?
What's
Team-
happening to me?
Teamwork.
Oh
The
no.
last time Fiffle and I did a watch together, he ended up high.
Well,
Fair.
I don't believe halflings have dark vision.
No.
So just go ahead. But one of you two just roll perception.
We do have excellent hearing. See?
No.
Told you.
Okay. So yeah. Over the course of your watch, you don't really see or hear anything. The crackle of the fire keeps you warm as the night becomes colder. Wind starts to pick up here, rustle of the trees as it blows through, but no, you just hear a couple owls, some deer out and about, their weird little deer sounds. But the shift passes with no incidents. Who is on second shift?
If Graham needs to, he'll wake up, but otherwise he'd like to try to get a couple hours in a row.
Continuous hours.
He is plumb fuckered out.
Graham is just plumb tuckered out. Yeah. So who's second shift?
Let's do Kaido Leo.
Okay. Let me check something real quick just to make sure, but I don't think Leonins have dark vision. Oh, they do. Okay. Yep.
Good.
So Leo is going to roll at advantage. Let me roll. Oh. Doesn't see anything. You guys, like, Leo, just like, don't worry, guys. I'll keep an eye out for you. Don't you worry one bit.
Oh
And
no.
he just does that thing where a cat stares intently at a wall from 2 inches away. Just in a tree.
Kaito, wake me if he is useless.
All right. Leo and Kaido spend their at watch, but nothing. Who is on third shift? Leo will wake them up.
I guess that'll be Graham at this point.
I'll take that one too.
Chungus.
Oh,
Yeah,
Chungus
we're
and
okay.
Graham.
Yeah, Chungus is
The dream
also another
team.
person.
All right, you guys do it.
Leo wakes up Graham. Graham, look at this cool knife I found.
It was in my pillow. Isn't that neat? Like, all right.
No, Leo is a professional. He wakes you up. Yep. Yeah, Graham, you're fine. You don't see anything. The night passes without incident,
Hooray!
and the sun appears above the horizon. That's a long, the long dawn that takes to actually like get enough light. But Leo does. He's got dark vision. You have access to torches. Leo's like, we're all set. Let's get a move on, and hopefully we can get to Drindir if we really push ourselves.
Oh, well.
So,
Did you want to check the? I don't know if I really believe the night went out without Hitch though anymore.
Yeah, check the paintings again. And if you all want, I've
Shit.
done
We
some
didn't set the alarm.
prepping, and I reckon I could throw the bones and see what the fates have in store for us if we keep to the road here.
all right.
Which is to say, Graham is capable of casting. Hang on, I hit the
Well,
wrong
let's
button.
check the paintings before you do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Graham is capable of casting this.
Okay. So let's do, and we'll start with the paintings first. You check the paintings. Yes, they're all there, including the forgeries. All right. So let's see here. Graham, what were your tools exactly? I can't remember.
I got a set of dice made of bone.
Of course, yeah. So it'd just be like very nice dragon bone, I believe it was, to make it worth 25 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Okay, so you spend 30 minutes doing that while everyone else eats.
And lore-wise, he's obviously the spell is the spell, but like fluff-wise, he's literally asking, the dead of the world shit.
So let's see. That you plan to take with the next 30 minutes. So traveling down the road for the next 30 minutes, Graham, you see in front of you it is the spirit of the trail warden who is underneath the horse.
Ooh, hang on, I'll be right back. My phone just went off.
Oh no.
It's the spirit of the trail warden.
Ask him about the box.
The trail warden's just like, yeah, that fucking box is a dick. I should never have taken that.
Sorry about that.
I feel
All good.
Was it the spirit of the trail warden calling you?
No, it was my dad. Shit, is my dad dead?
Well, the spirit of the trail warden shows up, having been summoned by the power of your dragon bones. And he just kind of like, you just ask him, anything bad gonna happen? Is anything good gonna happen as we walk down the road? Bad had to happen. He just kind of like,
Drugs.
he just kind of implies that it's okay.
Okay. Hopefully that's a more than for the next 30 minutes on the road you're safe, but we'll find out. But yeah, Graham will have done his augury, and it's kind of like a seance. Like there's a little bit of that hair-raisy, liminal spacey thing as he's just throwing the bones on the trail.
But yeah, Graham, you're actually only able to see the spirit of the trail warden. Everybody else
Just
It
sees
feels
me
a little-
throwing dice.
Yeah, just sees him chucking dice. Feels maybe a little colder in the area, but nothing. Maybe it's just an early morning breeze.
All right. Reckon we should be good to follow the road, at least for a while.
Leo's just like, hey, good enough for me. Let's go. And yeah! The cart takes off with, let's say, Kaido walking beside it still. Throughout the day, you really don't see anything. Leo runs the wagon kind of hard. Kaido is doing his best to keep up. And I'm going to actually have him do a Constitution save. He's fine. He's able to move along, jogging alongside the wagon without too much trouble. It does take you a better part of the day. It's approaching probably about 4 p.m. by the time you do eventually get to the gates of Drindir. You see the buildings of the city rising as you walk along the road. Traffic does pick up more as you approach the city. But eventually, you arrive at Drindir. Drindir itself is, as you approach the kind of northwestern gate, you see it is somewhat similar in style to the box in that it has like black metal. The gate itself is wood band with iron, um, ringed with this black metal. These kind of sharp spikes sticking out from along the top and sides of the gate itself. Not in any style, more like thorns on a bush, just kind of jutting out. But they are definitely long, thin, sharp-looking pieces. The walls themselves are stone, but they're fitted in a very nice, secure fashion. No invasion expected, so the gates are open. Just a couple of guards taking watch, but for the most part, you're just travelers. Leo brings the wagon in, and you enter into the city of Drindir. It's, from what you could tell, it's a smaller city. Not as big as Vaxval or even Talva. It has short, squat buildings. None are really tall. Like you see, maybe like one building that's about 5 stories tall on the kind of in the center of the city itself. You do see a few windmills, as well as a couple of towers that would have looks to be maybe a mill that would make like turn wheat into flour. A little bit of hustle and bustle throughout the city, but you actually are approached by one person who sees you. Hey, hey there, need a guide to the city?
Not at the moment. Right now, we're just looking for a tavern or someplace.
Hey, I know where I can get to the tavern.
Actually,
Piffle
yeah.
sizes this guy up.
Let's go do the delivery, no?
Yeah, we should do the delivery first.
Yeah, before we get robbed.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and a Fiffle, if you want to size this guy up, just roll insight on this dude.
I'll also do that because, well, several reasons, but because I have an idea.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and roll insight. I'll tell you all how you did.
I did.
Fiffle did great. Yeah, Fiffle, you get the idea that this guy, his clothes are a little dirtier and he's a little thin, but they are not like the clothes aren't really ragged. They look to be relatively good clothing. His face is definitely like got a bit of growth on it, but it's not like he's attempting to grow a beard. He looks like he is in search of some money in some way.
Yeah, that much I gathered. I'm looking more of a read on his intentions. Standard hustler looking for a couple coins for guiding us, or
No, he looks like
guy who's
maybe
going to steal all of our shit if he can.
definitely does not look like he's much of use in a fight. Looks like maybe he is attempting to peddle some trade. Like, you get the idea. Maybe he does actually know a lot about the city.
All right.
I'm not worried about them.
Tell you what, we got to take care of some business first. But you happen to know the best bakery in town?
Yeah, you're gonna want to go to the Perfect Cake.
All right. Thank you. I'll toss him a silver. I think I have a silver.
Yep. Ooh, thank you. But yeah, I have a history student here. Drindir is all about the college's history annex. Oh, fun fact: you just walked through the Thrice-Dead Gate or Thrice-Dead Gate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd the name come from?
Well, you see, back in Arwellian Empire times, when they still ruled this Viderheim, rebels would be impaled upon the spikes of the gate by the chief executioner. He had the nickname the Shrike. I can guess you can figure out why. And then when they died, their souls would go into a soul cage, and then they'd be restored to life and killed again, and a third time too, before they were finally let to die
Graham's
permanently.
face is just like, I see.
So we don't. That doesn't happen anymore here. But we keep it up so people can remember why why the Arwellan Empire was forced out of here.
Y'all have any? Do your graveyards stay quiet?
I guess nothing comes out of them, like that can strangle you or something. I don't know if there's any restless spirits around, but
Well, if we got time, maybe I'll look into that. Thank you.
you're welcome. But yes, this I can tell you all about the history of Drindir. He holds out his hand.
I gave him the silver, right?
You gave him one. He holds out his hand again.
All right. Give him another. We really got to get going now.
Drindir was actually now Orwellian economic policy was to specialize the economies of every city, but Drindir was actually created simply because it was a pass-through from Vaxfall to Talva. So it has no necessarily economic specialization.
So what's the town do these days?
Turns wheat into flour, collects tolls, and then we have the history annex from the college.
I see.
But I can tell you everything you want to know about the city.
Do we know where the guy we're supposed to be bringing the paintings to?
It's the count, I think.
Yeah, Leo is just like, we'll take you. Like, no, we're good. I know where to go. We're going to the Viderheim Trade Company's office in
And I
Drindir.
assume we were all like around the cart, so that wasn't like a distraction while somebody breaks in and takes the paintings again.
No, this is like you're all around and possibly inside of the cart.
Excellent. All right, let's go before.
Let's please get rid of these paintings so we can do regrettable things in the city.
So Leo takes you to the Viderheim Trade Company's office. It's a short, small office, but it does look to be in good shape. You see a couple of merchants hanging out. Leo pulls up as one of the private guards comes in. We have a delivery. He pulls out a delivery order. Guard takes a look. All right, I'll take a look at the paintings. He takes a look. Huh. Oh, there's only 15 paintings. There's 20 in here, and some of these appear to be new modern art.
Yeah, funny. Hold on, new modern art?
He just
Do
pulls
you
out.
mean,
He pulls out one of the forgeries.
Okay. Whew, you scared me for a minute there. Yeah, we ran into trouble on the road, but we got them back. These were replacements that we saw through.
Well, all right then. So one of the merchants comes out. Excellent. I'll be dropping these off with the Count. He will be quite happy to have them. All right. Let's see here. What was it? 2 gold a day for all of you?
Pretty sure it was more than that.
Well, let's check your contract. I assume you've written that down.
I think it's on the Valheim sheet.
So it was
or
like
Viderheim.
8 gold negotiated.
8 gold a day.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
I don't currently have that sheet open. So which one was it?
No, I'm not.
Let me see if I wrote it down. I don't freaking remember. How long ago did we start this? Like 2 weeks ago?
More than that.
Yeah, you had the
We had these paintings for 4 or 5 sessions.
It's 8 gold a day. We get food and board, and there's a concession for hazard pay.
We did have some fucking hazard pay.
For significant hazards.
Okay.
We have the wounds to prove it.
Well,
Leo.
okay.
Look at Chungus here.
So Leo just like we pushed for we were on the road for 6 days.
So that's 48 gold a person.
Okay. He hands over the gold. And
So everybody adds 48 gold, and then I don't know what we're gonna do with the hazard pay. I will say I don't know how much.
I mean, we got waylaid 3 times, right? One was by wild animals, one was tracking down the art thieves, and one was the ambush over the box, right?
Yes.
Does that sound right to you, Ian?
yeah, he's like, all right, I'll give you 5 gold per thingy. So let's say 15 gold per person.
All right.
15. Okay,
I'm
so
all right
every-
with that, unless you guys want to fight.
So what is this? 48. 63 gold per person then total.
All right.
And-
Well, thank you.
Hey, you happen to want those forgeries?
No. Not really.
Cool.
We'll take care of those for
Yeah.
you then.
I want to put them up in the manor, guys.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Sounds
It's a
good to
hell of
me.
a story, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Now then,
This is actually a pretty decent payday.
yeah. I mean, considering we got paid to travel, more or less, it's not like do a job for the cross blades good, but it was pretty decent pay.
I'm back up to
Actually, I guess
93
if you
gold
multiply
pieces
it out
on
by
me.
all of us, it is good pay.
I'm up to 93 gold pieces on me.
And at this point,
Yeah.
the a kind of rotten, like sulfur smell, kind of wafts through the air. The merchant just puts a cloth over his nose. Ugh.
Wow, what in the hell is that?
Sewer backup.
Backup? Why is it?
Doesn't smell like sewer.
I'm sorry, guys. That was me.
No, so we're on the very edge of the nice part of the city, but it's still even here. But the count hasn't been paying to have the sewer maintained
Any idea why?
because it's expensive.
Well, it's eventually gonna back up into the nice part of town, and he's gonna be.
Hold up. You understand sewers keep the disease away, right? And if you don't pay for them, everyone's going to get sick and die.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you schedule a appointment with the count, and you can be the 800th person to tell him that.
He's that kind, is he?
Well, he keeps the cloth over his nose. Well, anyway, I'm heading inside. He takes out a perfume bottle and just sprays around. Whew, better. Here's a good business tip for you. Invest in these things.
Well, thank you. You have a good day now.
They lock up the paintings, bring it inside, and you are left alone on the street. Leo has gone into the office with the merchant.
I'll shake hands with him before he goes, and then why don't we head to that bakery, the best cake?
The
what was
perfect
the
cake.
what was the reason to go to the bakery?
He had pointed out the area it's in. It would be like maybe 6 or 7 blocks away from you. But if you were to approach, you would see that it is a sign with a very lovely pink cake on the front. And the words, "The Perfect Baker."
Graham will go inside.
Inside, Graham sees it is there is a dwarf and a half-orc, both wearing white aprons and white chef's hats. The half-orc greets you. Ah! Welcome to the Perfect Baker.
Howdy.
Howdy.
I wanted to know if I could commission a baked good from you, fresh, right out the oven.
Oh, well, what would you like?
My friend here wants a cherry pie, and he gets whatever he wants today.
Ooh. Always a tough...
I already forgot about that request. So I gotta go to the baker.
Like, why the fuck are you wasting our time, Matt?
I was confused, and then I remembered.
Yeah, I know. It's all good. It's all good. Yes, of course.
I'm-
Yes, a cherry pie, please, and thank you.
Well, cherries are, especially this time of the year, they don't grow normally, so we have to import them in. That's
What
going to
do you
be...
mean?
Well, cherries don't grow here. It's too cold. We have them shipped in. Or they're specially grown in the hot houses.
Mm.
But either way, it's expensive. So that is going to be 2 gold.
Oh, easy.
It is expensive,
There you go.
Pat.
That's a very...
I give her 2 gold.
No, you don't. I give her gold. You're worth it, buddy.
Oh, thanks, Graham.
The half-orc
Sorry, you
takes...
almost died those 4 times.
It's okay.
I guess we'll
It'll
protect
probably
Graham
happen
now
a
and let the
bunch
rest of
more
us.
times anyway.
Let the rest of us.
Don't you worry none. See, I
I
got
won't
friends on
think
the other
about
side.
it. Really?
I do.
Well, that
can
makes
hear you
me
guys, but I'll be
feel
back.
better.
And
All right, well,
Graham,
Chungus eats the cherry cake.
Yep,
Cherry
after
pie, I'm sorry. The
the
exchange of funds is completed.
takes an hour that the baker
Is
does.
it delicious?
It is very delicious. It is the perfect pie.
Nice.
And it's big too. Does Chungus eat the whole thing?
Absolutely.
In
That
the-
was
in the
damn
tin.
fine cherry pie.
Well, we can always make any baked goods you so desire. In fact, we specially made that one for you, but we also have a few out. We have cookies, cakes. We have other pies. Apples are very popular this time of the season.
It's a time
Pumpkins.
of the season.
Ooh.
Anything your heart desires, as long as you have the money. But you're paying for quality.
Can't argue with that. I think I'm good for now, but chances are good we'll be back this way.
Well,
Absolutely, mister. Your pie was delicious.
yep, and the room, it definitely smells that nice, like, baked goods, like fresh
Not
from the
only
oven
that,
smell.
but it was by far the most expensive pie that I have ever eaten.
Worth every penny.
I
The
would say
Copper.
so.
copper's penny. As you open the door, the smell of the sewer hits you.
He just immediately loses
That
the whole
pie.
pie.
There's like, ugh, close the door, please.
Yep. Have a good one. Just
People in the street are just covering their noses as best they can, or like dealing with it as best they can.
I think these people might be in danger of getting some kind of bacterial illness.
hate to say it, but I think you're right.
What does that mean, Chungus?
What the hell's a bacterial?
At this point,
Seriously.
I think I might have made that word up. I don't know. It was just in my head.
That makes sense.
Chungus has invented germ
Chungus does say
theory.
a lot of weird shit.
The first epidemiologist.
Body in motion is stupid, and you should feel stupid.
Chungus invents pasteurization, but because it's based off his name, it's Chungusization.
Oh yeah.
Jean-Louis Chungus.
So, I mean, should we investigate the stinky sewers?
Honestly, I'm inclined to.
All right. How
Can
would
we
you?
investigate them without going into the sewers? What if we just look at them from up here?
If we can find me some components for the Find Familiar, I can summon Hessian or something else to go check it out.
Yeah, summon some rats.
Yeah, can you get
Alligators.
him 2 sets
Need
of components? Because
charcoal.
he's probably gonna need another one.
Yeah,
after that.
seriously. I need charcoal and like herbs and stuff like that.
Okay.
Those things. Let's get those things.
Well, to find that, just go ahead and make an investigation roll.
I'm currently unable to. Somebody could roll for me or do it on my behalf.
Lucian's just too overwhelmed with the scent.
Yeah, Graham will investigate.
Yep, Graham finds a store that a lot of people are congregating around.
I know when you forgot food.
But it does say on the top there's like mortar pestle and some herbs, and it's called the herb shop. People are pushing to get inside.
This is a shop.
Yep.
Piffle just like ducks underneath a bunch of people's legs and like goes inside and sees what the hubbub is about.
Okay, Fiddle, just go ahead and make a stealth roll to see if you can like slip through without.
I mean, I'll try to not be seen, but I think I can just like move through people's space anyway. If they're bigger than me.
All right. Fiddle, you're able to move through, cut the queue a decent amount before somebody sees you. Hey! There's a line.
A what?
A line. Gotta get
For what?
to get herbs. You see, like, and then like like the
Are they
scent from the
selling
sewer.
those kind of herbs here?
The scent of the sewer just like, and like everyone's just like, it's like,
Oh,
do you want your house, like everyone's trying to get in because your house smells like unless you want your house to smell like shit.
Yeah, so it's really just to conceal the scent of the horrible sewers.
But we don't need good smelling herbs. We need magic herbs.
I mean, but the line is just for the herbalist, is what it sounds like.
So what if I hand the guy that noticed me a silver and continue to duck through the line?
I mean, you could just also spend Chungus's gold like as you see fit, like for bribery purposes.
I
You know?
thought Chungus was still pissed off in general.
He is, but he doesn't like care about he doesn't have any attachment to money.
Let me slip the noticer a silver and see if he fucks off. Does that work?
There's no
Make a persuasion check, but this will be a lower DC because of your bribe.
Haha!
He's just like, all right, go ahead of me.
I didn't see any halflings here.
So Fiffle, after this gentleman catches you, you're able to slip through to the front, and you just see an herbalist there, plus a couple of apprentices, and they are very quickly and busily just like packing up whatever herbs they can find, whatever people are ordering. People are just shoved at front at the counter, just like, and he's just like, this smells good. This just put this on your front. This will keep the bad air away. Keep you nice and healthy.
He's just selling people anything that smells good.
Yeah.
Without much concern.
He's selling people things that are like not only just things that'll even just block scent. And he's just like, yep, put this in a rag, put it against your face, and you'll be good to go. And at that point,
I like the smell around here.
So I assume I asked what herbs are needed for the fine familiar. So I'm gonna like leap up on the counter and purchase those.
yep. What is it that you need? You need charcoal and what else?
I need charcoal, herbs, and
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
incense.
Herbalist.
Well,
Oh,
probably
sorry.
get incenses too.
All out of incense. First thing to go.
Wouldn't you know?
Good
And but he
point.
just
Well, we can
shouts-
probably make some incense pretty easily.
Shouts to the crowd.
Um,
We'll have more next week.
Sure you will. What's good for fine familiar? Let me get some parsley and thyme here,
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Yeah.
and also sage and rosemary.
Not fresh
I
out.
just- those are
Well,
just
what do you
the
have?
lyrics to the song "Parsley, Sage, Rosemary, and Thyme."
Got charcoal. He's like looking. We got charcoal. Rub that on
Take
your
it.
nose, and then you can like definitely deal with the scent.
Well, that's
We'll
good.
take it.
I'll take the charcoal. So are you completely out of herbs? What are you gonna sell to all these people?
We got grass. You got a few flowers. Hay. Look, it's been like this all day. We're running light.
All right, so I'll buy a couple flowers and bring them back and see if they work.
The flowers are a gold each.
What?
Gosh, that's expensive. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna buy the charcoal and then I'm gonna go for a walk in the woods.
Sorry. Supply is low, demand is high.
Yes. Well, after I go for a walk in the woods, then I'll be the one charging the gold for a flower. How much for the charcoal?
Just a gold. Just give me a gold. Just a gold for everything now.
Fine. Everything costs a gold. One gold for you. Here you go, sir.
Thank you.
So
He
take
hands
the
you
charcoal
over
and
a little hunk of charcoal. Crush that down, and you'll block some of the scent. Just
Mechanically, it says charcoal, herbs, and incense, 10 gold worth. So what I need, like 3.3 of each, say, or what's the ratio here?
you would have had enough charcoal, but you still need the remainder. And from what Fiffle's able to suss out, it is completely like this shop is empty of what you need.
Okay, so I still need 9 GP worth of herbs and incense.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shah.
So, thank you, Biffil. You are the best man ever.
But it is getting a little late in the day as
But
You
before
spent-
the end of the day, who wants to traipse through the woods with me and acquire the flowers and the herbs and the resinous barks?
I would love to. I just worry about the incense, whether we'll be able to find this. But I would gladly give it a chance.
Okay, I know how to make incense. Wait, I should let me roll something to
What?
see if you know how to make incense.
Nice.
How about
Making incense would
shouldn't be that
probably
hard. Incense, so any resinous plant you can collect the stuff and burn it, for
you
smoke.
probably have to dry it first. So I would say you would have to go ahead and make a survival roll to like. Actually, you need to make a nature roll to identify the proper plants, and then make a survival roll to gather and dry them, and that would
So-
probably take the course of a few days.
Piffle thinks he knows about plants, but he actually doesn't. So anybody who does know about plants who wants to accompany him, and if it's gonna take days, I don't know. I mean, this is a lot of effort for find familiar spell.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. But we can try if you're interested. Like, I need to get this stuff. Like, I'm down.
I mean, if you
The
need to get this
days,
stuff
the
anyway,
days
Piffle
part.
will help you.
Yeah, if we can get some herbs and then whatever.
Is there
let it
another shop that might
cure
have-
for a couple days? But in
Is
the
there
meantime, we
another
should
shop
figure
that has
something out.
incense that maybe you can try to get to?
Probably not if the whole town is switched up. We
Well,
can try.
Or rob somebody? I mean, that's out of character, by the way.
Just
Otto's
auto his
just-
head.
Otto's just like chilling.
Otto, I like the way you think.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would have robbed the herb shop, but like they didn't have anything to steal.
There's nothing worth robbing.
Well, maybe you can go get incense at the wherever this count is.
Why don't we just go check it out? I may be a pussycat, but I'm not scared.
Sounds good to me.
Otto in character would object to this, but he really knows he can't stop Piffle and Lucian.
So you're just gonna go out in the woods, or are you actually gonna rob somebody?
I thought we were talking about the woods. I'm not helping rob somebody.
Yeah, I'm not helping rob somebody, but we're not gonna be able to stop them.
No, I'm
Let's-
saying
let's
let's
be
skip the woods.
honest.
We can get the herbs like on the way to Baxfall or whatever. Let's just go check out the sewage, the sewer.
Okay.
I mean, I posed this to the team. Estia will not be joining us, unfortunately, and I cannot summon anything else with the materials we have. So why don't we maybe collect some more information and investigate this further?
Fine, but I'm not going into sewers to clear out the sewage for them.
I do
Oh,
wanna figure
come
out
now.
What the hell's going on with that? But he's gotta know.
Oh no, they said he knows. He just doesn't give a shit.
Ba-dum-tsh.
Well,
Yeah, it's just like rich people are cheap. That's how they get richer.
So
Just-
So what are we? What are?
Do we check the sewage map plans system first? Do we talk to that guy? Do you
I
guys
would
want to
ask
just
around.
go
for-
in there?
Matt, you know how I feel like on Auto right now? Like not a paladin, but I'm the voice of Frey. I was like, I'm tired of helping these fucking
Self-care
people.
demon.
is this a Final Fantasy thing?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's where your conscience is like, stop helping these damn people. They don't appreciate anything you do for them.
I'll be right back again. I gotta use the can and get more coffee.
Okay.
So
So,
what
what
do
does
you guys-
everyone want to do?
Yeah. So what do you guys exactly want to do?
So, what do you think? What is the best course of action here?
Get it back to
We'll
Vaxfall.
investigate the
That's
sewers.
that's my.
Get back to Vexfall. You do not want to investigate this town's issue, okay?
They're
Chungus,
late.
Beefil, what are your thoughts?
I think it's really stinky here, and these people are probably going to get sick.
I tend to agree. But we should get back at the same time. It's been a long time since we've been home. Otto makes a good point.
That's true. We don't want to be away from home for too long. Our puppies will get sick.
Puppies?
With
Never
puppies.
mind.
The horses.
Oh, the
Oh
horses.
no, they're in my imagination only.
It's the horses. They steal his
Oh,
rations.
Imaginary puppies.
No, it's the horses steal his rations.
Beefil, what do you think? Should we investigate this sewer or move on?
I mean, are we getting paid to investigate the sewer?
Right now, no. So I don't want.
Not
That's
the
also
planet.
another reason why.
Only in goodwill.
Yeah, Goodwill doesn't pay the bills.
It's
Piffle
true.
Piffle's not motivated by this. Perhaps if
I
there's someone
just
who
can't wait till
wants to employ us to investigate their sewers.
I just can't wait till Matt gets back and is like, Matt, so we started a fire and we need you to get us out of jail.
We poured
As
oil
per
into the
usual.
sewers and lit it on fire.
I mean, that sort of expeditious solution, I might be on board with.
I need to play a murder hobo because I would totally do this.
I am back.
Matt, we're in jail and you need to get us out.
Okay.
We're gonna set the sewers
It
on
went
fire, okay?
sideways. It went a bit sideways.
All of them
People
at
tried
once.
to rob the count. No, just kidding. We're trying to decide what to do in the town. Where the team seems a bit indifferent in terms of whether we should help here or not. What do you think?
Well, we do
Graham.
have that box we got to get rid of, but something doesn't seem right about this. There's no way he would just up and stop service or refusing to pay unless he wants to get, drug out and strung up on that gate.
I like how Matt circumvents the split by like, well, let's put a solution, like get to a solution for this.
I like it. I mean, it is not a bad thought.
Let's get rid of the box and go to Vaxwell. I think me and Peppo are like on that train.
Let's try to get some more info about what the hell's going on. We need more info before we decide.
Yeah, I mean, we might be able
tend to
to get a lot
agree.
of money for this box if we sell it to the right asshole. I mean,
Well, also, I worked as a plumber back before when I was a gladiator. I was a part-time plumber. I can certainly help with some of these sewer issues.
Just a master pipe fitter.
It's just like and also, Chungus also turns around. There's a huge, his butt cracks revealed in a significant manner.
Chungus was once very intelligent, but constant exposure to lead pipes.
yes. That's
He
probably-
said I might be able to cure orc cancer.
So let's go figure out maybe what the system is that they're trying to incorporate in the first place that is failing so badly.
So are we getting rid of the box first or what?
The box we have to bring to Voxfall, I think, right?
No, it's here.
Oh, it is here?
He did tell you to take it to Drindir.
Okay.
Oh, let's get rid of the fucking box before we do anything else.
Mm.
We'll just have to give the box to the Count.
Give it or
Mm.
just ask them to investigate it and its magical aura.
I don't know. What was the original request?
Take it to the to the whatever these guys are over here. The trail warden like station at Drindir.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah.
Then let's do that.
Okay.
The count was just the pictures.
Let's try to get a finder's fee for it too, maybe. Who knows? At least, if not, keep it. Maybe we should tease the information of the box and see who bites and decipher maybe why they're biting and then decide whether to give it up.
Yeah, I could accidentally say some shit about it in some sort of bar.
Right?
Yeah.
See who comes knocking?
Okay. So you're taking it to a bar?
I will go to the seediest, diviest looking hole in the wall. I
He
can
wants to
find.
go to a mead hall that's worthy of Odin, Ian.
That's not what I said.
Well, you on the street you're on, looking to the north, you see a it'd be in the traditional style of the mead halls. Be a long, single-story building, well lit, very nice, bright. You can just even with the smell of the sewer, you can still just smell the mead coming from it. To the south, you see it is a single, kind of short, squat building with the windows boarded up, and there is a sign that is crooked that shows that it is an ale house. And
That's the one.
Okay, so heading to that building, yeah, you do see a small crowd inside. A couple of people who have obviously been drinking are in the middle of a fist fight.
Good. I will.
As One of
climb up to
them.
the bar and order ale.
Okay. Human man there. Tall, well muscled, black beard, scar that has cut along the chin that is like causing part of the beard to not grow there. Uh, slams a tankard of ale in front of you.
Oh, thanks, my good man. My name is Mickey Red Sauce.
Ah,
Indeed. I
Yes.
proceed to drink the ale.
that's 2 copper.
Good copper. Good deal.
Probably
I
not great ale.
I pay for the ale.
It's not good
That's
ale,
really
but
disgusting.
it's not even. Does to an extent cover up the scent of the sewer as you bring it to your as you lift it up to drink it. But it's definitely very much swill.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna drink some of the swill, but not a lot. I'm gonna stay there long enough so that I should be drunk, and it will be believable when I start to act drunk.
Okay.
And then I want to, I don't know, strike up some kind of drunken conversation.
Well, there's a bartender and a couple people at the bar, humans and dwarves primarily, with a couple of elves or half elves, and a couple of half orcs.
I'll begin making small talk. I'll be like, "So that sewer really smells here in this town."
Aye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you guys doing with that?
How do you think we're doing? It smells like shit.
That's terrible. I feel for you. I do.
Aye.
By the way, what else is going on in town? I haven't been here in a long time.
Nothing. Town.
What do you folks do? What do you folks do for work?
Farmers.
Ah, man of the land.
Aye.
Come into town to sell your stuff.
Yeah. Aye, you bring the wheat in, you get it milled into flour, you sell the flour, you go home.
Ah, exciting.
Aye.
Exciting. Any tales from the road?
I hear some trail wardens got killed.
You know, I heard something about that from another traveler. I heard it was them crossblades from down whatchamacallit way.
The crossblades killed the trail wardens?
Don't
I
what kind of
heard they were
rumors
out
you
on the
spreading?
road and caught up in all
I'm just
kinds
kidding.
of violence.
Huh. That's unfortunate.
Wait, no, that's not the rumor I was trying to start.
Crossblades killed the trail wardens. Good
God
God.
damn
God's
it.
above.
I was trying to start.
Yeah, a terrible rumor to start about the crossblades. It started by the crossblades.
Reputation,
Uh,
baby. All sides.
No, I was trying to the box. I was trying to drop rumors about the box. Oh yeah, I heard those crossblades killed all the trail wardens and made off with a magic box.
Oh. What was in the box?
I don't know. That's all I heard.
What makes
What
the
are
box
crossblades?
magic?
Again, a fellow traveler told me this on the way into town. I thought it was quite a tale.
Oh, that's weird.
Surprising that those famously do-gooder crossblades would be murdering trail wardens.
Huh. Yeah, you can't trust anyone these days. Well, maybe there'll be a
Dear
bounty
Lord.
on him. Huh.
Dear Lord.
Probably.
Oh, you're killing trail wardens. Ooh, Duke's gonna be mad about that. Yeah.
Anyway, that's enough for me, boys. Piffle does a fake stumble out the door.
Graham has a very suspicious feeling wherever he is, and he doesn't know why.
I
All he
hang
knows
out
is
back,
he's gonna have a
Graham
headache
goes up.
several weeks.
So, leaving the bar, you hear the man spread the tale. Himself being somewhat drunk, some of the details change to be a little more lurid. Like, a little more about, like, adding his own personal touch to the tale. I hear those crossblades tortured them before cutting their throats.
Yeah.
And so Fiffle, having spent like an hour there, comes out. was everyone else doing in this hour's time?
Um. Hmm.
We should investigate maybe some any magical people in the town who may know about magical items or a magic shop or something along those lines.
Hmm.
All right. Well, you could try and look for one if you want to do an investigation check. It's getting a little late in the evening. It's probably about 7 p.m. at this point. Okay. Lucian, yeah, you're able to find, looks to be a shop that is selling both antiques, and it does advertise that it does have a couple of magic items for sale. Um, and it's just doesn't have a name. It just has like a symbol to show that it is antiques, although it does have like a small sign in the window that says magic items for sale.
Excellent. Yes, let's take a look at this. I'm going to step in. If anyone wants to join me,
The
please
door
do.
is locked.
Yes, it's locked. Where's people when you need him? All right. Maybe if we want, we can come here another time and go back to the group.
Okay. But you know where it is now.
Graham is gonna see if he can get some more info on what's going on with the sewer dispute.
Okay. This would
Investigate?
be, yeah, investigation. As you try and suss out. Okay. Yeah, Graham,
Nice.
talking to a few people on the street, just like making idle small talk. You get the bigger picture that there is a section of the sewer that would normally be allow more of the waste to flow away from the city has collapsed, and the count is not spending the money to have it repaired. And you get the idea it is because he has a dispute with the Duke and is using this as a kind of way to like attack his authority,
Hmm.
even if it doesn't really reflect well on the count either.
Dickheads. All right.
The person you're talking to agrees with you.
Why don't we just like rile up the whole city and just march in there and string them up?
That would be a turn, but I'm not necessarily saying no.
I mean, that might be what the people need.
I mean, how long has this been going? Did I get an idea of that?
About a week. Like
About
it
a
started probably a little bit after you, a little bit before you took off from Talva.
Gotcha. Has there
And-
been any word on the slap fight? Like, whether there's been any forward motion or if it's just this?
Not quite. You'd have to be doing another investigation roll to like get an idea,
Hey,
or you can make a history roll. Hey, there you go. So, Graham, you end up looking for somebody, just kind of milling around, talking to somebody before you find a familiar person who you had met earlier in the day at the gate. Yeah, you again. Yeah, so the count here. So what happens is when a duke dies, all the counts go together and they elect a new duke. And the count here was thinking he was going to be the new duke, but it went to the other guy who became the duke, and he's all, I'm kind of upset about that, and so now he's doing what he can to kind of, say, nah, I ain't working with you.
Seems like an amazing way to get put to the sword in 5 minutes.
yeah, you'd think, but he's got you got the Order of the Yard here, you got the Order of the Crown here, and maybe they ain't happy with the count, but they're also ain't happy with the count getting strung up. See?
Has there been any
So-
word on what the Duke's gonna do about this?
Count is basically waiting for the Duke to spend his own cash to, take care of the sewer, and then he can say, haha, look what I did. I made the Duke pay for my repairs.
So what happens if the local people decide to riot and what is it? Provide justice to the count, so to speak.
Well, they got to go through two different, nightly orders, who aren't going to butcher them. they would simply, push him back best they can. But then the Duke has his own, or the Count has his own private guard who are less likely to be so restrained.
Well, he's committing a crime against his people and abdicating the responsibilities of his station.
Yeah. Yeah, people don't like that.
Guys, listen, there's two sides to every story. Maybe we need to speak to somebody from the Count's regime.
We just
I
burn
reckon
his.
could
Can we
talk
just burn his castle down?
Sewer, and it would give us his perspective.
Yeah,
We
it's a real, it's a real.
Here, like out of character, I kind of want to go into the sewers now and back up the sewage under where the count lives.
Like, oh, you want to play that game? We'll play that game.
The person at the gate. Yeah, it's a real sad story. He holds out his hand.
I'd put a rock in it. Here, I found this on the ground.
That's really nice. But
All right. Here, 3 more. Gives him 3 silver pieces.
haha, it's a meal for me.
Your hand didn't come out for more for a little while. Got it?
How much
he
longer?
sticks his hand right back out.
Graham's about to like put them in his hand, and then he just slowly puts his hand back.
He takes a 3. Haha, yeah, you come for me. I'll give you 3 more bits of advice, and then we'll for free. Well, I guess not for free because you paid ahead of time, but keep me around. I'm your friend. I graduated from the college here.
All right, so sad story.
Well, as it turns out, people don't want to hire historians for some reason. Ooh, I can make my way down to Voxfall. Maybe they have historians there. Do you think they have historians in Voxfall they need
They
to hire?
got historians in Voxfall.
Yeah. Or I could go to Talva. Or I could go to Kirog. Haha, I bet they need tons of historians there, right? His stomach rumbles. I'm gonna go get some food.
All right. Bastard.
Wait, go to the meat hall. Oldest one in Drindir.
All right. Thank you.
Haha. He takes off. As he had pointed to the meat hall you saw earlier in the day.
I am totally on board with backing up the sewage on the
I
count's estate.
think it would be hilarious to make it like an equally equitable problem. So like, all right, you don't have to pay to fix this. You're just gonna smell it too, because I bet you're not gonna
Also
last as long.
involving some type of Revenge of the Nerds type prank.
Yeah, we just like set up the like ducting underground to blow all the fumes into the castle district.
Yeah. So can we? Yeah. So I'm actually on board with this. I'm very on board with this.
Let's go check out that meat hall for now.
Okay.
That sounds highly amusing. Let's do it.
No,
I think
forget
it's
the
the type
meat hall.
of
Let's go.
antic that
Let's
it's
go make him
okay
suffer
that
right
the
now.
Crossblades be remembered for.
We're gonna be remembered for 2 things: getting involved in a sewer strike and killing those trail warriors.
All right. So where are you guys going right now?
Can we get rid of this box yet?
Yeah, that's got to be our priority.
Yeah, let's
we
do
don't wanna
that,
Deal
like-
with it anymore.
I'm tired of this box.
We don't want to deal with it. Oh shit! I totally forgot. I've got some leftover kebabs.
Nice.
Ooh. So yeah, currently you have a black metal box with little
Let's
legs.
just go hand it over to the trail wardens, whatever. Since we killed them.
Okay.
Is Pipple gonna mention? By the way, guys, I just so you know.
Oh yeah, you don't actually know about
Yeah,
that,
no,
do
we
you?
don't. That's the thing. We're gonna
Piffle
find out,
reported
like-
back that he started a rumor about the box. That's he doesn't mention that. He says the crossblades killed.
So
him.
Graham's got no fucking idea during this. That's awesome.
Okay, so Graham, you know where the Crossblades office is? It's right by one of the gates.
You mean the trail warden?
Or yeah, Trail Warden. Yeah. So you find the Trail Warden office right by the Thrice-Dead Gate.
Okay, who is going with us?
I'll go with you. This can't possibly end well.
I'm in.
Okay, so inside, just see Trail Warden Clerk. We're closing up soon if you want to drop off or pick up anything.
Got something of an emergency for you.
Okay. Well, what do you got?
We found one of your missing men on the trail. He'd been run off the road and killed.
By some mercenaries.
Mercenaries,
And-
damn.
apparently they were contracted to take something from him.
Bastards. Ah, good men getting killed these days. And we had one trail warden do an emergency rundown when they found out whole damn outpost was attacked. Killed everyone there. Went off the trail, ironically, and came down here to tell me.
Yeah.
We did. I think we did see that outpost, didn't we? That's the one we
Yeah.
like bunked up
Assuming
in.
it's the same one, yeah.
Bastards.
You got- I can tell you where your man is. I put a spell on his remains to keep the animals from picking at him until he can get recovered and given a decent burial. But
Yeah. That was mighty decent of you.
least I can do. It's my job. And before he passed, he was crushed beneath his horse. He wanted us to make sure to keep this, and somebody dramatically reveals the box.
What's that?
No
Douglas
idea.
shows him a rock. This
Uh,
thing right here. Oh no, I'm sorry. That thing.
Yeah. This
Oh.
box
Uh,
looks magically sealed.
yeah. Well, no name on it. Don't know who it's going to.
Neither do I. All I know is the guy wanted us to make real sure we got it here, and well, he died for it, and that was his concern.
Huh. Interesting. Well,
Can we get it open? See who it belongs to? Get it to them.
there's no name on it. As far as I can tell, it's just a package. I mean, we'll keep it here, see if anyone picks it up. But
Well, can you
Don't
open
worry
it,
about
Mister?
it's magic, son. I ain't got no magic on me.
We went through quite a bit of trouble in order to get this package here to you, sir.
How
And the-
can we how can we get it open?
And the trail wardens thank you.
Yes, we ran into a group of 8 scallywags out in the woods who basically cut down your men for this, and we were able to beat them back, but they were reported coming from this town. Do you have any wanted men, or do you know the men we were speaking of? We didn't catch their names, only their throats.
I know who they are. It's Crossblades.
What?
No,
What?
no.
Yeah, I heard a rumor that
I knew that was
Crossblades
headed
killed.
right there.
What?
Crossblades killed those trail wardens. I know who those 8. Yep.
I'm gonna do an insight, not to like divine the answer, but just see if I know who to look at critically.
Yeah, go ahead, make an insight.
I rolled an 8.
Nope.
Graham's just like, what?
Like,
Yes,
hold
no,
up.
you're mistaken.
Where did you hear this
Oh,
from?
whistles innocently.
We we had a farmer swing by to pick up some letters to bring back to his town, and he mentioned that the Crossblades had killed everyone, tortured them, killed their families, cut their throats, raised the dead, and killed them again. Bastards!
No.
Can't believe
No, sir.
We're
You
gonna
are
get a-
gravely mistaken.
we're
That
gonna
was
get
not
a
us.
trail warden down to the Duke, and we're gonna get a bounty on them right away.
Jesus, take the wheel.
I'd really rather you didn't. Here's the thing. Graham will attempt to,
I
and-
will.
operative word, attempt to persuade this.
No, I was like, yeah, it's like,
All right, what is Graham telling him exactly?
I think he's gonna say, that's a good, like, I don't want to, shit, this isn't the kind of thing I'm good
I
at.
think there was a mistaken retelling of the story, and
Yeah.
perhaps what was taken out of context is the Crossblades brought these gentlemen to justice.
No, I mean
And-
Piffle actually did tell them that
Yes,
the
yeah.
crossblades.
Yeah, well,
murdered
he,
them.
yeah, well, we
I
we have
embellished
to,
it, but
Yeah.
That's no, we don't know that, but he did
No.
do that.
yeah. So we're like, no, so we're doing the opposite here.
Graham is doing
Sure,
about as
correct,
well.
correct.
Yeah, so I will, I will, I will
am.
pitch in, with Graham, and like, so maybe he can roll advantage here.
All right,
He already
so
rolled.
It's
Yeah.
like
No, the Crossblades
the
killed these
Crossblades
mercenaries.
are in order and good standing out of Oxfall, and I know for a fact they didn't have a hand in killing those wardens,
Huh. Well, you seem pretty sure. How do you know?
because the Crossblades were in Talva coming from that side of the road, and I can tell you that, and because
Hey,
he's terrible at lying, because we
we
are the
are them.
Crossblades and we didn't kill those folk.
Well, you seem pretty honest, and you did straight up tell me that you remember the crossblades. When I suppose if you did do that, then
You've also
probably
got your missing man's body. God, I hope it's still there.
true. You did do that. All right. Well, really, I only heard a rumor, so I can't really say it was you guys who did it. So
You
you
know,
seem pretty honest. You seem like you're on the level. I'll tell you what. I won't have a trail warden run down to the Duke. But
Appreciate that.
we are gonna have some order the yard come in and investigate.
That's fair. Now, let us tell you what we know about this whole box deal, and Graham will give him the bum's rush of what we encountered from our perspective.
Okay. Over the course of like 20 minutes, Graham just explains everything that happened.
Just
Wow.
goes through all the animations on fast forward.
Oh, interesting. Well, I don't know what name was supposed to be attached to this box or all, but he ain't coming. At which point, you hear the door open up, and you see someone you briefly met in Vaxfall. Uh, Tall, thin elf, black hair tied into ponytail, ears longer than like any elf you've ever seen.
Hmm.
Yes, hello. I sense my box was here, so I've come to pick it up.
Got long ears, mister.
Yes, I do. I'm an elf. Thank you.
Not the Shadowfell guy that helped us transport, right?
This.
Got a name, mister?
Let's see here. Yeah. Yes, I am Varen Veros.
No.
Why? Was he from? He's from the academy, I think.
No, I'm not from
pretty.
the.
I thought no. I'm like this is out of character. I thought.
Oh yeah, no. You previously met him at the bookstore,
Okay.
and he primarily talked to Lucian. Oh
do you-
yes, the wizard cat. Ah, pleasure making to you again.
Yes, great to see you. How are you? How have you been? What are you doing in this town?
Oh well, it's an excellent source of history, and I'm quite the history buff. Also, I had ordered something from Talva, and it was to be sent here. I decided I could have gone to Talva, but I was going to be here for so long. I decided just to go about having it sent by courier.
I'm gonna insight on that, just because I'm a little sus.
Far as you can tell, he seems maybe a little scattered, but he does appear to be telling the truth.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but at least 6 men are dead on account of your errand.
Uh,
What's in this box?
6. Oh, Barbaros.
Barbaros. So that's who hired them.
Well, a friend slash adversary of mine, I suppose. We both are wizards.
Would you say he's a frenemy?
To an extent, I suppose this is his idea of a bit of a setback for me. I suppose he really wanted to acquire the box so he could rub it in my face, make me beg for it. But thank you for. Wait, he looks at the box.
Mister?
Yes,
Yes.
you have
A
a
lot
box.
of people died over this box, mister.
Yes, they did. How long ago did they perish?
Within the last week, we've been on the road for a minute.
Oh, I can't help them then. Sorry, but I will at least chastise Barbaros for his actions.
Now, this ain't strictly our business, but we got embroiled in this because we found a missing warden who gave us the box to bring here. What was so important that it had to get to this place, and people were after it?
Magic item. Here, let me show you. He goes to the magic box and just says a spell over it. The box unfolds. Inside is just a white pearl, approximately yay tall, like perfectly spherical.
What on earth is that?
Oh, it's
That's
an
pretty.
artifact from the Elven kingdoms.
It's real pretty, mister.
What's this guy's name again?
Varen Veros.
What was that spell that you did to open the box?
Oh, it's what I just created myself. I sent this to Talva to just safeguard the pearl. Here, we can discuss
What does
this.
it do, mister?
Oh, it's a nice, perfect artifact from the my homelands.
That
Anyway,
sounds great.
sorry, I would mind not discussing it here. Would you care to accompany me?
Absolutely.
Sounds
And
good.
kind of turns back to the trail warden clerk. If anybody comes in looking for that box, you make sure they know you ain't got it, because blood has been spilled over this thing, and I'd hate to see another incident because of it.
Oh yeah, Varen's like, oh yes, that does remind me. I should help pay for your lost men. He reaches into his pocket and just dumps a big pile of gold on the counter. It's just enough.
Explain. Here's gold.
If that's enough, I have a little more. He reaches in and puts more. Probably looks to be about 300 gold. The clerk looks down at it wide-eyed. Oh yeah, that's enough.
300 gold, the price of a man's soul.
Shit, I've killed a man for way less than that.
Wow, it's like 6 men, no?
7 total.
Yeah.
50 ahead. There you go.
Oh, please come. He just steps outside. And here we'll be fine. He reaches into his roll, pulls out. It looks to be a metal key, but very large. It's about this thick, about this high, key-ish shape, although doesn't have like the ridges on it. Takes it, just kind of pokes it into air, turns, and a white door just appears. Just this thin.
Pocket dimension.
It looks like it's door shaped, and it's like light pouring through these the lines of like the edge of a door, but there's no door there, and it just opens up, and please follow me, and he steps inside.
Graham will go in.
Okay,
Go on in. Oh, yeah.
you all follow inside.
Yep.
Inside, it is the scent of the sewer instantly gone. It's a cool room, probably a little colder than room temperature. It's a giant hall, lined with like obsidian pillars. There is a giant fountain in the center with just water pouring out of it. Varen just walks through, puts the key away, takes off his robe, hands it, and an invisible force takes it. And he hands the pearl over to another invisible force. There we are. I'm going to have words with Barbaros there. He's been certainly more difficult as of late, I suppose is a good way to say it. I'd be more upset with him, but he is unfortunately a comrade in arms from the Elven Kingdoms. Well, please stay for a drink or two, and I will be sure to reward you for your service.
Where are we, sir?
Oh, my home.
Are we still in Drindir?
Oh, no.
No.
Well, yeah, yes and no. Please come
Are
along.
we in the suburbs, or what do you mean yes and no?
Well, we are in a... I travel a lot, but I also don't like leaving home, so I have created a way to have my home wherever I am.
That's pretty ingenious, mister.
Ha!
Almost,
Thank you.
almost like a return spell.
Well, please. He just ushers you. If you'd wish to remove your coats or anything, please just hand them off to my servants. And he leads you into a dining room. A table just lined with food.
This stuff looks delicious, mister. Can I eat?
Oh, yes, please. Go ahead.
I'm awful hungry.
It's basically there's like a giant turkey, like wine glasses just instantly fill with wine as you approach a seat. There's like a very nice like potatoes, cooked to perfection, gravy on them, just any food is like, if you wish for anything special, please ask, and we'll see what we can do.
Thank you kindly.
So yes, let me see here. You know what? You seem the interesting sort. I have something that I think might be able to help you. Oh, what did you say your group was part of again?
The the crossblades.
Yes, of course. Let's see here. I know. He has another box floats over, carried by a invisible servant, places it in front of you, casts the spell on it, and unfolds. And inside, you see this very fancy, bright, colorful bag.
Ah,
Now,
interesting.
take a guess. What do you think that is?
Can I Arcana check that and see if I can guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see. God.
It is a bag.
I was gonna. I have an idea what it is, but I'm not like I don't think Otto like right now knows.
With all the magic around here, I'd reckon it must be some sort of magic storage bag.
Ah, you are correct, but only half correct. You see, it's a special creature I have cooked up. It is a mimic of holding.
Huh.
A mimic.
Mister, is that like potpourri? Because it smells nice in here.
Oh, yes. Well, we're not in Drindir anymore. The issues affecting the city are unconnected to this, my home here.
So once he
Okay.
says mimic of holding, so like I'll ask like, so how is this different from I believe you what is it? You made it off a version of a bag of holding?
Well, technically, it is a special breed of mimic that combines the trans-dimensional properties of a bag of holding. Oh, please introduce yourself to this group. The flap of the bag opens up, and lined with teeth, you see. Hey,
Howdy.
Hey,
how are you?
Well, not too bad. How are you?
what's your name?
I don't have one. I'm a bag.
Your
You're
name's Hank.
Okay, this is
my
Hank now.
God.
Hank the bag. So if I'm understanding this,
He's just a
we
normal
put
guy.
something into Hank
Uh,
and it will mimic it.
no,
Okay.
Varen's just like, why don't you show them, please? As you've named him Hank. The bag turns over the course of a few seconds into a box, and then over the course of a few seconds into a chest,
Ooh,
and then back into the bag again.
nice.
Wow.
It can mimic any storage.
Fancy. Very fancy.
And I
Very,
assume
very fancy.
Well, go ahead. You are now a member of this group. Please allow them to store and retrieve things from you, and do not bite them.
I'd appreciate that.
I guess.
What is my function? You hold items. Oh my God.
You're gonna feed me though, right?
Sure, what you eat?
Anything.
Yeah, I reckon we can work something out.
All right, that works.
Can we get the anything's back afterwards?
Well, I'll store things and me, but I gotta eat too, man.
You have to give him a stack of food on the first slot so he doesn't eat your items.
What's your favorite food, buddy?
Human fingers.
Yeah, I like hands.
Okay, I guess we can arrange that for you.
People stick hands in me every once in a while, so I get to eat them. They're pretty good.
Oh.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going to. That
Probably
kills
storage.
people. I'm like, this is not going into a freaking llamas with hats joke.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna take a nap now. The
Alright.
the yellow eyes just close, and you, with his eyes closed and the flap shut, so you don't see the teeth. It looks exactly like a bag of holding. A fun experiment.
Quite an invention.
Ah, yes, I'm a bit of a. I enjoy the process of creation, but right now I'm more interested in just doing a little bit of research on history. And Viderheim's full of it, so I'm quite happy here. Although I'll have to head
What are you
back.
doing?
I still have that book of Orwellian archaeological thing. I can ask him if he like finds like any use of this.
Oh, well, take a look. It's an older book. Most of this has already been cataloged, and I've been able to determine some of it. Although this anchor is interesting. Is it still? Have you? Yes, I think it's possibly the one piece I haven't discovered. Oh, interesting. I'll have to take a look at that.
What's his name?
Oh, this
The
this mentions here the shadow anchor.
yeah, the book of Orwellian thing. The book I had, I just like showed it to him.
Well, anyway, I'll have to take a slight detour from my studies here to Arwell and just let Barbaros know that he has been uncouth.
Yes.
I'm still trying to my uh, I've seen it written, but anyway, good to know. Funny enough, I don't think I've heard it said in counts on his fingers. Well, I won't bother you with the details.
Thanks, Mister, because your story was you were taking too long to explain that.
It's all right, Chungus.
And I'm stupid, real stupid.
No, you're
No,
not.
no, Jonas.
Oh, I have a thing for
You're a
that.
special boy.
What thing?
Oh, it's an old artifact from the Arwellan Empire. Um, Definitely, it was one of the things that they had used on their half-orc slaves to increase their
Jesus.
intelligence.
Why would you increase the intelligence of your half-orc slaves?
Well, you can't have them be too stupid, mind.
That's a good point.
Graham looks conflicted.
Boy.
Well, the Arwellan Empire are well known for arrogance and,
Not being exactly nice.
well, you've seen the gate.
I have. It's
Not
bit
even.
of a risk, societally speaking. I can tell you from my vocation.
Well, the
You gotta
people that.
start making device. Does it come in the form of a hat, and how much does it cost?
What was that, Fiffle?
Does it come in the form of a hat, and how much does it cost?
Well, I'm not sure. It's just an artifact I heard that they had created.
Oh.
So this artifact increases the user's intelligence.
Mm-hmm. But only for half orcs. It was designed only for half orcs.
How significantly are we talking about?
I wouldn't know. I imagine it was, to an extent, maybe a few bits up, but I imagine I never heard of it being mass-produced, so it's possible it was simply a prototype that we never saw. Maybe, probably too expensive, if I had to take a guess. The Arwellan Empire fell by the way all empires fall. It grew too big and was too expensive to maintain itself. Oh, and you did make a good point. Yes, it was not good for society when they hung people up on the gate, but the people they would hang up on the gate were rebels. Rebels flocked over this island, over all of Viderheim, rebelling against the Arwellan Empire. Seems they put down a rebellion maybe once every year or two.
It amazes me I haven't seen more spiritual turmoil in this place. I got to be honest with you.
Well, it's here or there. In the areas you might have to look a little more, and the Arwellan Empire was quite adept at making sure spirits either didn't return or couldn't refuse return. But yes, you go to the actual city of Arwell, and they would stake their rebels, and then do the exact same thing they did here. Capture the soul in a soul cage and return it to the body to stake again.
Huh.
You can see why when they fled, they made sure to leave as quick as they could.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I've had a lovely evening, but I'm sorry, I must be getting back to my work. Please, feel free to stay a bit longer, but then I must ask you to leave.
Well, thank you kindly. And thank you again for the gift.
Oh, you're quite welcome. Well, I'll check in a bit later and see how you're enjoying it. I'm interested in seeing my invention in actual use.
Cool.
At this point, he kind of does like the, yes, okay, it is 9 p.m. Please go. I am tired.
Well, it's like an elf. Wealth.
Well,
Wait, the inventor we just got was that hat, the half orc hat.
Nah.
No, he gave
Oh,
you the
the
mimic of
mimic bag.
holding.
Right,
The
right, right,
mimic,
right.
the mimic of holding.
Got it. Cool.
Hank the mimic of holding.
But we didn't find out anything more than the existence of the hat for the half orc.
Oh yes, yeah. Quite many interesting artifacts. Instantly forgetting that he just asked you to leave.
Where could we find this prototype?
Possibly buried. In one of their labs. Lots of prototypes got buried if they weren't destroyed. I've heard of many interesting ones. There was that one. There was the Chaos Blade. They had all sorts of interesting ones. Oh, and then they were also interested in various acts of what was it called? Oh, blast! Can't remember. I have it written down somewhere. There was some interesting alchemical formula they were experimenting with.
This does not have to do with the Zaffeler fellow from long ago, does it?
Oh, probably, yes. He was quite the master inventor.
I see.
He puts me to shame and... Well, he just points to Hank.
Oh, Hank is absolutely lovely. Well, thank you for a beautiful evening.
Oh, thank you. And yes, we'll... do take care. Oh, and... Yes, if you do encounter any more artifacts predating the Arwellan Empire for the from the Elven Kingdoms, do let me know. I am always interested in cataloging my people's artifacts.
All right.
And how would we contact you if we wanted to?
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, but I was muted. Like, how can we contact you? Like,
Just say his name 5 times in a mirror,
Lick your
Yeah.
heels and
That's how
spin
you
3
summon him.
times.
just like Candyman.
I must admit, I've never actually had somebody had to contact me who didn't have the ability to do that. He pulls out like a black cube and hands it over. Here, I guess this will work. Just say my name to it, and it will send a sending spell directly to me.
Thank you. This is amazing. We appreciate it. We'll be in touch if we find anything.
Okay. Oh, please don't contact me for anything trivial. I will need to restrict access if that is the case. Sorry, I'm just very busy. You understand.
Understood.
all right, which one of us is the most responsible?
Immediately stolen by Fiffle.
Yeah, is anybody good with history stuff at all?
I am.
Yeah, let's give it to Graham.
Cool. All right, I'll add that cube of booty call. How do I edit you? Why are you like this? There we go. Okay. What should I put this thing down as?
It's
Like-
technically a magic item.
Yeah, I mean like.
It would specifically be a device that would it can be used once a day to have a sending spell sent directly to Varen Veros only.
Okay. Veros.
Varen Veros, I'll write it down.
Thanks.
He's not the Baron, he's Varen.
Varen. Yep.
Oop, where's my other window? There it is. Oh, Veros. Okay.
Well, anyway, I have some cataloging to do. So if you don't mind, I must be on my way, and I will. Oh, yes, of course. He takes out the key again, puts it in, and the door opens up. You are instantly hit with the smell of the sewer.
Well, you have a good night now.
You as well. Thank you. Hank's just like, ugh, what is that? What does that smell? He just closes the nostrils, just instantly flatten. No. I'm not happy with that.
Who is going to take care of our new friend, Hank?
I mean, he might be good friends with Chungus. I don't know.
I'll ride the big one.
Okay, yeah, I'll just put it in my pocket.
No.
Well, can I wear you as a cape?
He turns into a fanny pack.
All right, cool. fanny pack.
All right.
Delightful.
Well, the door, like as you step through the door, it instantly shuts, and you are back in Trindir.
Well,
All right. Now what?
I reckon we're a little more free to look into the sewer situation now.
As I see it, maybe we can find out how much it costs, potentially pay ourselves if not too much, find the workers, talk to them, go mess up the Duke or fill his house full of shit, I think Otto said. I don't mind that either.
But it's the count, not the Duke.
Yeah. The
No,
Duke
just
would be in
Duke.
Vax. The Duke would be in Vaxfall.
We'll fill them all with shit.
Biffle approves.
Yeah, let's block the sewage coming out of his house.
At least do a bag of poop on the porch with some firebolt action.
Well, right now you spent about an hour in with Varen Veros eating. So it'd be about 9 p.m.
Excuse me.
I reckon we find a tavern somewhere upwind, maybe.
You actually got dropped off directly in front of the meat hall you saw earlier.
Ah, well, that'll work. We did want to check that out, right?
Yeah, sure.
We'll see how the other half drinks.
Okay. Heading inside, quite lively. There's like a fire pit directly in the middle, and tables. Bartender who's just serving out like cups of mead. There's food, although I don't know if you're hungry after having eaten, but people laughing. There's somebody in the corner playing a small lute and singing a pretty good song, and looks pretty lively. The smell is being kept out by like just the smell of the food, the fire, and the mead, and yeah, it's a pretty nice meat hall. You're just in shock as you enter in. Huh.
You can turn honey into alcohol?
The bartender sees you. Ah! Come in, come in. Let me get you something. It's a this would be a kind of tall-ish dwarf. So, probably like 5'3". Come in. Let me get you a drink.
Howdy.
Howdy. Welcome to the Happy Bee.
Thank you.
Yes, I would like one alcohol, please.
He pours you mead right in front of you. Just
Delightful.
like the sweet, heady smell of the mead.
Nice. I'll have a mead.
Puts some mead in front of you.
Thank you.
Do you have anything a bit stronger than the mead, or is that your specialty?
Puts a whiskey in front of you.
Excellent, my beautiful man. Thank you.
So, each of these, 5 copper, but you pay for its best meat and you can find in Drindir. And if you want anything to eat, please let me know. We have lamb, pork, mutton. Actually,
Lamb's mutton, yeah.
yeah,
I'll
lamb is
take
mutton.
some mutton. And I'll give him a silver for the meat and the food.
Ah, thank you. And you just hear a voice come from behind you. Ah, we meet again.
Turn around.
Turning around, you see the hat with the feather in it. The thief who had stolen the paintings originally.
Ah. Kind of raise my mug to the guy. He's pretty obviously not there to rumble, and if he happens to steal those paintings from Asswagon, who can pay for paintings but not sewers.
What was his name? Fletcher? Fletcher. Ah, Fletcher, you son of a gun. We still have your artwork. We're very impressed, actually. We think we will hang it up, just so you know.
Ah, excellent. Yes, I did it all in just a few hours. And you
Not
saw through it
bad.
almost instantly. But,
It made for a fun story.
well, sometimes that's the best we can do. And sometimes it can lead to even better stories.
Oh yeah.
I think you've had a slight tour of the city by this point,
I reckon we have.
and you know why I did what I did earlier. Perhaps I could convince you to do a little citizen's action.
You could try. What
Might.
do you have to say?
Well, quite simply, I simply wish to convince the Duke to push out our dear Count here, or at least convince the Count to fix the sewer issue. And if maybe his treasury goes empty and enriching the lives of the citizens here, who's to say that's not for the best?
Hmm.
But we can discuss
Not me.
this.
That sounds like a good plan.
Let's discuss this in my back corner. He points to a table.
No crimes here sign.
What did I miss?
Um,
Run down.
So
our
who
buddy,
would be
Gentleman Keith,
installed?
is in the meat hall with us.
Mhm.
What? Oh, our
The guy who made
Fletcher.
the
The guy
Oh,
who got
FIFO's nemesis.
And
Yeah.
he's suggesting we might take a little bit of citizens action to get the Count of the Duke to resolve the sewer situation.
See, he thinks like me.
And Fletcher, who would be reinstated if we were to get rid of this count?
Well, eventually, I imagine it would be the Count's heir who would become the new Count if our dear current Count had to advocate his position, had to step down for one reason or another. Our dear Count Spare.
And under what conditions could say, just hypothetically, this happen?
Well, the most obvious would be his untimely demise. But could be a few things. Maybe he decides that he's lost the trust of the citizens enough. Although it doesn't really matter for them, for him, it's more his personal guard.
Hmm.
He also has the support from various knights from the Order of the Court, or the Order of the Yard, who are dedicated to upholding the laws, of which he is skirting but not breaking. And of course, the Order of the Tower, who technically works on behalf of all of Viderheim, but has their headquarters in the Sea Tower with the Duke.
Well, I have been called a lawyer cat a few times, so so maybe we could persuade this in one way or another, as my friend Otto likes to say. But what do you think would be the easiest and fastest way? Because we do have business, although we would like to help.
Oh, well, we can discuss this. Let's drink a bit. I don't like to make deals when I haven't had a meet or five with new associates.
I reckon we could see our way to that.
And with
To
that,
make sure you keep your sticky fingers in your pocket this time, old friend.
that was merely for. You were simply collateral in that case. It was simply to upend the count here.
No, I was talking to my friend Piffle.
Oh.
That was good. That was very good.
Biffle suddenly looks completely innocent in every way. His eyes grow quite large. They blink. Blink, blink.
Blunk, blunk.
Preciously.
But the Fletcher leads you to a table, and I think we will call it for the week as you start the evening, or maybe end the evening, drinking mead and whiskey with him.
Sounds like a good thing.
Yay.
And
Jolly day.
so we'll pick this up next week.
We must stop. We must clog all the tunnels.
Are you a bad enough dude to clog the sewer?
Yes, I am.